Hi everyone, this is Bhash from X Engagers, and you're gonna be talking about the Realme 3 Super Zoom. It's a pretty good phone. And give me a second, I'm just adjusting this. Yeah, so you can see the Super Zoom is a 5G phone, and the one which is launching soon in India, it's gonna be something like a 5G Super Zoom, I guess, and a non 5G. So I think the 5G is going to have a Snapdragon 855 Plus, or maybe an 855, and the one which is going to be 4G, it's going to come with not a super zoom, but it's going to come, I think, with either a 765G gaming processor, which is pretty good, or it's going to come with an 855. But it's going to be priced at around 25,000 rupees in India. It's around something like $350. Yeah. So it looks like a very solid phone. Realme build qualities are really amazing. I must say that it comes with 60x zoom, and it's got the interesting thing is the 120 hertz ultra smooth display, and that really makes a difference between 60 and 90. It's just double. And of course the 855, which is one of the best processors now, 855 plus. This is the one which has been released in Europe. The liquid cooling is there in the Super Zoom, and yeah, I mean, it's you get a 12 GB, 12 to 56 GB. It's pretty fast, speed wise. But what I've really tried to figure out is, I think for the price, for maybe 25,000, if they come out with in India, in Asia especially, if the model comes with you know kind of non 855 plus processors, then I think it'll be cheaper and it'll be more affordable. Of course, it's got all these lenses, and it's got night capture. It's got a lot of features. It's heavily loaded with a lot of things. Uh, yeah, so it's, as you can see on the official website, I'm just kind of showing it to you. It's got a dual punch hole for the camera and stuff. It's got, I think it's a 6.5-inch display. Yeah, and it's got UFS, UIS, and USI Max. It's got all the latest features. If it only comes within the range of $22,300 and up down little here and there, I think it is something which is going to be it's going to be one of the best out there from the competitors which are there at this price point. So it's got UFS 3.0. Wow, that's something. Yeah, I mean, liquid cooling is something. I don't know. Liquid cooling is a great technology which phones are using nowadays. I think as long as the phone is not bashed around or it falls or something too many times, and the liquid cooling, which something breaks or something in some way, I think as far as that doesn't happen, I think it's good. 12.5% reduction rate is pretty good if you're playing a long game for more than 1 to 2 hours or 3 hours. It does cool off much faster, yes, definitely. But I think if a phone is well designed, and if the copper covering and the heat sinks or what is supposed to be used is used appropriately, especially on the main areas, I think generally a good well designed phone will not heat up that much. It's just normal warm, that's it, for a few minutes. Yeah, and typically otherwise without gaming it shouldn't get hot at all. hmm Of course, it's got the 30-watt charger and dart charge, which is, I think it's pretty fast, because if it charges your phone within under 60 minutes, 55 seconds, sorry, 55 minutes, that's to 60 minutes. I think I think that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. It's pretty good compared to the other industry norms. And the 120 hertz is something which is, I think every phone now should be getting that. Of course, it compromises on the battery quite a bit, but maybe ramp up the battery to another 500 or 1000 mAh more for that. Like 5000 mAh, 6000 mAh batteries are good. So I also feel the Realme phones are very well solid built, because from what I've seen, I think it's got some kind of a protective border inside, pretty thick, which makes it very difficult to bend or break in any way. It's very difficult to do that. Yeah, you can see the solid build quality of Realme phones. It's amazing. Yeah. It's, of course, this has got the Gorilla Glass 5 on both sides, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think gaming should be a breeze on these phones, because it's got the even if it's a 730G, it's very good. You don't need anything more than that. I mean, if you want to play PUBG with extreme settings, I don't think that's an issue at all. Yeah. And of course, with GSM Arena, you can see the phones out here, the specs. It comes with an IPS. Now, I think an IPS, people who are used to AMOLED screens, they don't like IPS, and I think those who are used to IPS screens, they wouldn't immediately be very comfortable with an AMOLED. And I've mentioned this before. I think the reason for this is because people who are used to more natural colors, true to life colors, and not so popping out colors, they're comfortable with IPS. And someone who's not very used to a lot of too deep colors, like any color which is too too deep, you know what I mean, too bright or something. It's just I think it's a personal choice. If somebody really wants those blacks to be deep black in an AMOLED, that doesn't mean I wouldn't say that an IPS doesn't give deep blacks. I think you can see the right picture in an IPS too, or maybe if it's a black image, you might see a lot of black in an AMOLED and not see anything. Whereas in an IPS, you will be able to maybe see the part which you're supposed to see. You know what I'm trying to say? If it's dark brown or black or dark gray or something like that. Yeah. So my personal preference is, I think, IPS, because I just feel they are more natural and more true to life. Yes, AMOLEDs are more conservative in the sense that they improve battery life of a phone, but I think IPS is very good in its own way. Yeah, and especially with the 120 hertz, it's fantastic. Yeah, that's what I feel. So as you can see here, it's mentioned the 765 Snapdragon. Yeah. So now this is the I don't know, the one which is going to be launched, one is definitely not going to be 5G, but this is saying it's 5G. Maybe this is the European version. But yeah, 765 is amazing. It's very good. It's a performance processor by Snapdragon for sure. And yeah, of course, 1080. And I think most of these phones which are 1080, I think every phone now should be 1080, except for the ones which they are, like Samsung has launched those M series which are less than 1080. I don't know, but maybe for the price point and price cut, if one can really, as I mentioned again, can really extend their budget a bit, the one should just go for a 1080. Yeah, unless it's you just need a phone without not much fancies to just use, then you can go for the 720p. You might get that cheaper for maybe under $150 or $180, or in India it could be something like 8,000-9,000. So yeah, but I think the Realme X3 is something to look out for, and I think his money is worth. especially if it's the non super zoom, the basic one. It'll have the macro and everything, and it'll be costing around, as long as it's under 270 $280. Not sorry, I mean $300, 300 $350, or maybe in Indian rupees that's 20 to 25,000 rupees. I think it's something, because at that price point you're not going to get all these this processor, the 120 hertz. You just don't get it. You get it in a Poco, but I mean, I've not seen that phone yet, but I think I've heard good reviews about it, so I think yeah, it's good. Just one option. And you have the Realme 6 Pro, which has 90 hertz, which also is something like 16,000-17,000 rupees. That's pretty good. But let's wait for this. And if this non super zoom comes with 855, not even the plus, even an 855, I think it would be a steal, because it's really going to be worth it. Yeah, I think the display is very good. I don't know which displays are used in Realme, but they're pretty good. And yeah, they're quite fast, especially the new models with the processor. So let's just hope that it comes out on the 25th of this month. It should be something which is, we are really looking forward to it. And it's got some some good stuff in it to offer. So let's just wait so we can do a proper review and talk about it. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks.